Rain is drawing little rivers down the glass outside my room, blurring all the city colors into silver shades of blue. The balcony is shining under distant neon signs, like a photograph still breathing somewhere frozen in time. A candle lights the corner, casting shadows on the wall, the kind of quiet evening that asks nothing at all. I pull a blanket closer, let the music fill the air. The rain keeps telling stories to anyone who cares. Rain on the balcony, slowly washing through the night. Every drop a melody, falling soft and light. Rain on the balcony, nothing left to chase, just the sound of water and a little space. The clouds are moving gently across a hidden moon. The world feels far away tonight, and honestly that's good. My phone lights up occasionally, then fades back into black, but every conversation can wait until I'm back. Sometimes peace arrives quietly without a warning sign. You don't realize you found it until it takes its time, and all the noise I carried starts drifting out to sea, leaving only simple moments and the person I can be. Rain on the balcony, slowly washing through the night. Every drop a melody, falling soft and light. Rain on the balcony, nothing left to chase, just the sound of water and a little space. The city still is moving beyond the curtain's edge, but from this little island I'm standing on the ledge, watching headlights shimmer across the soaked concrete like stars that lost their way and settled in the street. The song keeps getting softer, the evening growing deep. The rain becomes a heartbeat, rocking everything to sleep. No grand revelations, no dramatic change of view, just learning how to listen to what's already true. Rain on the balcony, slowly washing through the night. Every drop a melody, falling soft and light. Rain on the balcony, nothing left to chase, just the sound of water and a little space. The candle finally flickers, the clock moves past midnight. The room is full of shadows, but somehow full of light. I breathe a little slower, the tension starts to leave, the kind of peace that doesn't shout, the kind you just receive. Tomorrow's waiting somewhere behind the coming dawn, but tonight belongs to rainfall and the songs that carry on. Rain on the balcony, slowly washing through the night. Every drop a melody, falling soft and light. Rain on the balcony, nothing left to chase, just the sound of water and a little space. Rain on the balcony, softly drifting through, like every heavy feeling turning into blue. The walls look different tonight, like they already know I'm leaving. Shadows feel a little longer than they used to in the evening. The suitcase sits half open on the floor by the bed, and every object in this room feels heavier than it said. I didn't think it would feel like this, just boxes and some tape. But memories are stubborn things, they don't pack up and escape. That cracked cup from winter, the ticket stub from May, a hoodie that still smells like a version of yesterday. I'm not really saying goodbye, just folding time in lines, trying to decide what stays with me and what I leave behind. Last box in the room, I'm running out of space. Every small forgotten thing is staring me in the face. Last box in the room, nothing left to prove, just a quiet conversation between me and this room. The echo of my footsteps sounds different on the floor, like the room is slowly learning it won't hear me anymore. I pause between decisions, holding objects in my hand, trying to remember versions of myself I used to understand. The mirror by the doorway still shows the same reflection, but something in the eyes feels like a slight correction. Maybe growing up is just learning how to lose. Not everything you're holding is something you should choose. Last box in the room, I'm running out of space. Every small forgotten thing is staring me in the face. Last box in the room, nothing left to prove, just a quiet conversation between me and this room. The city through the window still keeps moving like before, but it doesn't feel the same now as it did a week before. A life can change so quietly, no thunder, no alarm, just packing up your history in something you can carry on your arm. I find a folded letter I forgot I never sent, words I thought were permanent but never really went. I sit down for a moment, let the silence settle in between who I was becoming and where I might begin. Last box in the room, I'm running out of space. Every small forgotten thing is staring me in the face. Last box in the room, nothing left to prove, just a quiet conversation between me and this room. The room feels almost empty, except for what remains, like echoes of life still lingering in the stains. I close the final box, tape it shut with shaking hands, and realize some goodbyes you never understand. The door is still behind me, the future's still ahead, and everything I couldn't say is finally unsaid. Last box in the room, the night is nearly through, and all I carry forward now is a quieter version of you. Another evening settles slowly across the city roofs below. The golden light is disappearing, leaving quiet in its glow. The television stays silent, my phone is face down on the shelf. For once I don't need distractions, just a little time with myself. The air conditioner whispers like a distant ocean wave. Nothing special happening, but somehow that's what I crave. The room feels larger than it did when the day was moving fast. Now every second stretches out like it was built to last. I'm floating above the sofa, drifting through the atmosphere. No deadlines in the distance, no noise I need to hear. Floating above the sofa, weightless in the fading light. The world can keep on turning, I'll stay right here tonight. The kitchen light is glowing, soft reflections on the wall. Tiny moments seem much bigger when there's nowhere left to fall. I remember conversations that never reach their end. Some people stay forever, some just visit for a bend. But tonight I'm not comparing what I lost or what I gained. Every road I didn't travel, every storm that never came. The ceiling fan keeps spinning like a record in the dark, keeping rhythm with the evening, keeping rhythm with my heart. I'm floating above the sofa, drifting through the atmosphere. No deadlines in the distance, no noise I need to hear. Floating above the sofa, weightless in the fading light. The world can keep on turning, I'll stay right here tonight. Maybe happiness is smaller than I thought it had to be. Maybe it lives inside these moments where there's nothing left to seek. A blanket folded near me, the scent of coffee still remains. The kind of ordinary beauty that quietly sustains. Outside the traffic flickers like stars along the ground. But in this little apartment, a different piece is found. The evening slowly deepens, the shadows softly grow, and every breath feels easier the slower that I go. Floating above the sofa, drifting through the atmosphere. No deadlines in the distance, no noise I need to hear. Floating above the sofa, weightless in the fading light. The world can keep on turning, I'll stay right here tonight. Tomorrow will arrive eventually with its questions and demands, but tonight belongs to stillness held in gentle hands. The music fills the corners, the room begins to blur, and every passing heartbeat feels softer than before. I'm floating above the sofa, drifting through the atmosphere. No deadlines in the distance, no noise I need to hear. Floating above the sofa, weightless in the fading light. The world can keep on turning, I'll stay right here tonight. Floating above the sofa, everything feels right. Nothing left to chase now, only peace tonight. The screen goes dark, the day's finally done. The sunlight's leaning softly toward the setting sun. A chair slides back, The notebook closes slow. The little tasks and worries have nowhere left to go. Outside the evening gathers in shades of gold and blue, while the room begins to settle into something new. The precious stars dissolving like footprints in the sand, and for the first time all day I don't need a plan. 5 o'clock, exhale, let it all unwind. Leave the busy hours a little way behind. 5 o'clock, exhale, golden through the room, like the evening saying softly, you made it through. The kettle starts singing from somewhere in the kitchen, a familiar kind of comfort. I've learned to always listen. The city keeps on moving past the window pane, but I don't feel the need to jump into the race again. A favorite song begins from the speakers on the shelf, the kind that feels like talking to a better version of yourself. The room is full of stillness, but never feels alone, because peace has a way of making itself known. 5 o'clock, exhale, let it all unwind. Leave the busy hours a little way behind. 5 o'clock, exhale, golden through the room, like the evening saying softly, you made it through. I remember all the mornings that seemed too much to face. The crowded trains, the endless noise, the constant running pace. Yet somehow here I am, watching sunlight slowly fade, finding little bits of beauty in the quiet that remains. The shadows stretch across the floor, the air begins to cool. The world outside keeps rushing, but I no longer feel pulled. Maybe that's the secret, maybe that's enough. Not every day needs fireworks, not every road is rough. 5 o'clock, exhale, let it all unwind. Leave the busy hours a little way behind. 5 o'clock, exhale, golden through the room, like the evening saying softly, you made it through. The sky turns deeper amber, then purple in the west. The apartment feels smaller, but somehow feels the best. A cup rests on the table, the music gently flows, and every little moment feels brighter than it knows. Tomorrow can wait patiently beyond the coming night. There's no need to solve everything before the morning light. 5 o'clock, exhale, let it all unwind. Leave the busy hours a little way behind. 5 o'clock, exhale, golden through the room, like the evening saying softly, you made it through. 5 o'clock, exhale, soft and slow and true. The day is finally over and the evening welcomes you. 5 o'clock, exhale, one last breath released, as the golden hour settles and the restless mind finds peace. The city is humming outside my window. Tiny lights dancing across the floor. I don't need answers tonight. Don't need to be someone more. The clock keeps moving slowly, but I don't mind Pull the curtains halfway, let the evening settle in. The noise becomes a memory as the silence slowly wins, and all the pressure fades away like footprints washed by rain. Nothing left to carry now, nothing left to explain. Room lights fade, shadows sway, everything can wait another day. No rush now, no race to run, just me in the quiet after the sun. Room lights fade, the air feels light, everything is softer in the night. No plans made, no need to know, just watching all the distant headlights glow. A half-read book beside me, coffee cooling on the stand. The music fills the corners like a gentle helping hand. Every worry from the morning seems smaller than before. The things I thought were mountains barely reach above the floor. Maybe I was never meant to figure everything out. Maybe peace arrives when we stop chasing every doubt. The room becomes an island floating through the dark, and every note is leaving tiny lanterns in my heart. Room lights fade, shadows sway, everything can wait another day. No rush now, no race to run, just me in the quiet after the sun. Room lights fade, the air feels light, everything is softer in the night. No plans made, no need to know, just watching all the distant headlights glow. The ceiling painted stories with reflections from the street. The rhythm of the evening feels steady and complete. I remember all the moments I tried to move too fast, but nothing lasts forever and nothing needs to last. So let the records keep turning, let the evening breathe. There's beauty in the pauses hidden underneath. No destination calling, no expectations here, only this small moment becoming crystal clear. Room lights fade, shadows sway, everything can wait another day. No rush now, no race to run, just me in the quiet after the sun. Room lights fade, the air feels light, everything is softer in the night. No plans made, no need to know, just watching all the distant headlights glow. And when the morning finds me with another sky to chase, I remember how the silence wrapped this room in grace. Room lights fade, shadows sway, everything can wait another day. Room lights fade, room lights fade, air feels light, everything is softer in the night.
Sunlight lands across the floorboards like it's got nowhere to be. Slowly climbing through the window, keeping company with me. The coffee's still half finished on the table by the chair. A little cold but somehow perfect for the lazy Sunday air. No alarms to interrupt me, no appointments down the line. Just a quiet afternoon that doesn't need somebody pressed a button and slowed down the day. Lazy Sunday air floating through the room. Nothing complicated, nothing coming soon. Lazy Sunday air drifting everywhere. Life feels a little lighter in the lazy Sunday air. The record player crackles softly as another song begins. Every note feels like a friend that knows exactly where I've been. The dishes can wait until later, the messages can too. There are moments meant for doing and moments meant for you. I watch the curtains dancing with the rhythm of the breeze, the kind of tiny movement that can somehow put you at ease. And all the plans I worry about don't seem so urgent now. The world keeps turning perfectly without me figuring out how. Lazy Sunday air floating through the room. Nothing complicated, nothing coming soon. Lazy Sunday air drifting everywhere. Life feels a little lighter in the lazy Sunday air. Maybe peace is ordinary, maybe that's the point. Maybe all the little pieces eventually connect. The favorite sweatshirt hanging on the back of an old chair. The scent of morning coffee still lingering in the air. The sunlight shifts position, painting patterns on the wall, turning everyday surroundings into something beautiful. And for a while I forget how fast the weeks can run, just sitting with the afternoon and the warmth of the sun. Lazy Sunday air floating through the room. Nothing complicated, nothing coming soon. Lazy Sunday air drifting everywhere. Life feels a little lighter in the lazy Sunday air. The afternoon grows softer, the shadows getting long. The playlist keeps unfolding, one comfortable song. No destination calling, no race I need to win, just the simple joy of being exactly where I've been. The world outside can hurry, the world outside can race, but right here in this moment I found a slower pace. Lazy Sunday air floating through the room. Nothing complicated, nothing coming soon. Lazy Sunday air drifting everywhere. Life feels a little lighter in the lazy Sunday air. Lazy Sunday air carrying me through the kind of quiet happiness that always feels brand new. Lazy Sunday air, gentle as a prayer. Everything feels better in the lazy Sunday air. Morning settles softly across the wooden floor. The sunlight finds the window like it always has before. The plants beside the bookshelf reach quietly for the sky. their leaves dancing slowly as the afternoon rolls by. The kettle hums in rhythm with a distant passing train, the kind of simple soundtrack that asks for nothing in exchange. I open up the curtains, let the daylight fill the room, turning ordinary corners into places where thoughts bloom. Green corners in sunlight growing through the day. Everything feels easier in this gentle way. Green corners in sunlight falling through the air. Little pieces of calm waiting everywhere. The monster by the window casts shadows on the wall, like patterns from a dream too small to notice at all. The music plays beside me, not too loud, not too far, just enough to color every moment where we are. I used to overlook these quiet little scenes, searching for excitement and louder, brighter things. But now I find a comfort in the stillness that remains, the way the light keeps changing across the window panes. Green corners and sunlight growing through the day. Everything feels easier in this gentle way. Green corners and sunlight falling through the air. Little pieces of calm waiting everywhere. The city moves beyond me, but I don't need to know where everybody's heading or how fast they're trying to go. Today belongs to breathing, to letting moments stay, to watching leaves keep swaying in their patient little way. The coffee tastes a little sweeter, the room feels warm and wide, like the whole world got quieter for this afternoon inside. And every plant around me seems to understand how beautiful it is to simply grow where you stand. Green corners in sunlight growing through the day. Everything feels easier in this gentle way. Green corners in sunlight falling through the air. Little pieces of calm waiting everywhere. The shadows stretch a little longer, the afternoon moves on. The golden light is slowly turning toward the dawn. Well, maybe not a dawn, but another kind of glow, the kind that fills a room when the evening starts to show. I lean back in my chair and let the playlist run, listening to the silence between each song that's sung. Green corners and sunlight growing through the day. Everything feels easier in this gentle way. Green corners and sunlight falling through the air. Little pieces of calm waiting everywhere. Green corners and sunlight, simple and sincere, making this small apartment feel like another sphere. Green corners and sunlight before the daylight ends. A room full of quiet moments and old familiar friends.
The lamp beside the window paints a circle on the floor. The same old room I've seen 1,000 times feels different than before. The coffee cup is waiting, half empty by my side. The night is moving gently like a slow and rising tide. Outside the city sparkles like a language I can't read. But tonight I don't need answers, answers, I don't need another speed. The couch remembers every movie, every thought I left behind, every dream that sat beside me while I tried to clear my mind. Coffee table dreams scattered through the room, tiny constellations quietly in bloom. Coffee table dreams floating in the air, nothing complicated, nothing to repair. The speakers softly whisper songs I've loved for years, turning ordinary evenings into souvenirs. I watch the shadows dancing across the bookshelf wall. It's funny how the smallest things can make you feel it all. The photographs are fading a little more each year, but every memory inside them still somehow feels near. Maybe growing older is learning how to stay instead of always running toward another day. Coffee table dreams scattered through the room, tiny constellations quietly in bloom. Coffee table dreams floating in the air, nothing complicated, nothing to repair. The rain begins to visit, tapping lightly on the glass, like a friend who doesn't speak much but never seems to pass. The room becomes an island, drifting through the storm, wrapped inside familiar sounds, comfortable and warm. The world outside is rushing, trying hard to win, but peace arrives much softer when you simply let it in. No spotlight moments needed, no mountain left to climb, just this little evening suspended out of time. Coffee table dreams scattered through the room, tiny constellations quietly in bloom. Coffee table dreams floating in the air, nothing complicated, nothing to repair. I lean back and listen to the hum beneath the song, the feeling that reminds me I've been home all along. Not every story needs a twist, not every road a sign. Some moments only ask of us to notice they are mine. The rain begins to slow down, the city starts to sleep, and all the thoughts I carried no longer feel so deep. Coffee table dreams scattered through the room, tiny constellations quietly in bloom. Coffee table dreams floating in the air, nothing complicated, nothing to repair. Coffee table dreams holding me tonight. The room is full of silence and everything feels right. Coffee table dreams softly drifting by, like little paper airplanes across the midnight sky.
The movie started sometime after midnight. Neither of us checked the time.
You were wrapped up in a blanket,
I was pretending I was fine. The room was lit by television colors, blue and silver on the wall.
the city outside kept moving,
but we didn't notice it at all.
You laughed at scenes that weren't that funny. I laughed because because you did.
The kind of little accidental moments
Most people somehow miss.
the popcorn bowl sat empty,
The drinks had long gone warm,
the storm outside the balcony
became part of the soundtrack storm. We missed the ending.
somewhere after 2.
The story kept on playing,
But I was watching
you. We missed the ending.
Maybe that's okay.
Some things matter less than how they fade away. The credits probably rolled eventually. Characters found their place.
But neither one of us remembers
A single name or face
Instead I remember your shadow
across the living room floor,
and how the rain kept tapping.
against the balcony door,
The clock kept moving forward,
without asking our consent,
turning ordinary minutes.
into something permanent. The screen kept flashing colors. The speakers whispered low.
The world was telling one story while another stole the show.
We missed the ending.
Somewhere after 2.
The story kept on playing,
But I was watching you.
we missed the ending.
Maybe that's okay.
Some things matter less
And how they fade away. Years from now I doubt I'll remember what movie we put on, or whether it was comedy or
drama all alone.
But I'll remember the apartment,
The rain against the glass,
the half-finished conversation.
and how we let the hours pass.
'Cause memories are strange, they choose their own design, keeping tiny details and leaving plots behind.
Maybe that's the reason,
Certain nights refuse to leave,
not because of what happened,
but because of how they breathe.
we missed the ending.
The television,
Glowing blue,
the story kept on playing.
while the night played too.
We missed the ending, and honestly it's true.
The best part of that evening
Had nothing to do
with you, and nothing to do with me.
but something in between.
A quiet little universe.
Nobody else had seen.
The rain finally stopped falling.
The city started sleeping,
The movie disappeared,
but the feeling stayed. You fell asleep beside me. The screen was almost dark, and somehow that small moment
stayed longer than the spark. We missed the ending.
somewhere after 2.
The story kept on playing,
But I was watching you.
we missed the ending.
Maybe that's okay.
Some things matter less
And how they fade away.
Some things matter less
Than how they fade away.
Tonight I left the window open for the first time in a while. The air came in like an old friend and stayed without a sound. The curtains moved like ocean waves, slowly crossing through the room, carrying pieces of forgotten years underneath the moon. I found an old receipt inside a book I never finished, a date written, fading ink from a summer now diminished. Funny how entire worlds can hide inside a drawer, waiting years to reappear when you're not looking anymore. Maybe every room remembers everyone who passed through. Maybe walls collect our stories long after we're through. Open window season, the night comes drifting in, bringing little fragments of where I've always been. Open window season, the city breathing low, like a song I used to know a long time ago. The neighbors' lights go dark one by one across the street. 1,000 different endings meeting somewhere in their sleep. And I think about the people who once filled up my days, the ones who changed directions, the ones who couldn't stay. I don't miss them in a broken way, not the way I used to do. It's more like finding photographs and smiling when you do. Time has softened every edge that once felt sharp and real, leaving only quiet colors and the shape of how they feel. Open window season, the night comes drifting in, bringing little fragments of where I've always been. Open window season, the city breathing low, like a song I used to know a long time ago. The breeze keeps turning pages of a magazine nearby, like it's searching for an answer hidden somewhere inside. But not every question needs a reason or a name. Sometimes things just happen, and we never stay the same. A car passes in the distance, then disappears from sight, like every chapter leaving into another night. And somehow that feels beautiful instead of making me sad, because every version of myself led to the life I have. Open window season, the stars above the roofs, watching all our temporary lives, searching for the truth. Open window season, the curtains softly sway, the night is moving through me and carrying me away. The room grows even quieter, the moon climbs higher still, the city keeps on breathing beyond the distant hill. I close my eyes and listen to the wind and passing time, and let the whole world disappear between the lines. Open window season, the night comes drifting in, bringing little fragments of where I've always been. Open window season, the city breathing low, like a song I used to know a long time ago. The lamp is still burning, though it doesn't need to now. blue light is gathering somewhere beyond the clouds. The room looks unfamiliar in the almost morning haze, like it belongs to someone else at the end of a long day. The coffee lost its warmth hours ago. The playlist reached its end. Yet somehow I stay sitting here, like the night's an old friend. Outside the buildings soften, the darkness starts to break. The city hasn't opened its eyes, but it's almost awake before the city wakes. There's a moment in between, not quite night, not quite morning, like a half-forgotten dream before the city wakes. Everything feels true, the world becomes quieter, enough to hear you. The streetlights still are glowing, though their shift is nearly done, holding on to darkness before surrendering to the sun. The train moves through the distance, almost silently below, carrying early dreamers to places I don't know. I think about the versions of myself I've left behind, the ones who chased forever, the ones afraid of time, and somehow in this silence they all feel close again, standing in the same room, like familiar silhouettes before the city wakes. There's a moment in between, not quite night, not quite morning, like a half-forgotten dream before the city wakes. Everything feels true, the world becomes quieter, enough to hear you. The sky slowly changes color, silver fading into gold. The rooftops start reflecting stories waiting to be told. A bird sings somewhere distant, the first voice of the day, breaking through the stillness in its simple little way. The room is filled with evidence of hours that slip by, books left open, notes half-written, questions reaching for the sky, but none of them feel urgent, not in this gentle light, because the dawn forgives things the night could never quite. Before the city wakes, there's a moment in between, not quite night, not quite morning, like a half-forgotten dream before the city wakes. Everything feels true, the world becomes quieter, enough to hear you. thousand things. But for now I sit and watch the horizon slowly bloom as morning quietly enters this little apartment room. Before the city wakes, the stars begin to fade. The night releases every secret that it carefully made. Before the city wakes, I breathe and simply stay, watching darkness turn itself into another day. Before the city wakes, everything feels new, and for a fleeting moment, the whole world starts anew.
Someone kicked off their sneakers by the front door half an hour ago. Now there's a small mountain forming where nobody wants to go. The kitchen light is glowing like the center of the universe. People leaning on the counter, trying to make each other laugh first. A playlist moves between genres without asking anyone why. One song feels like summer beaches, the next one feels like July. Empty bottles gather slowly around the coffee table scene. The kind of ordinary chaos that somehow feels serene. Half past midnight, friends talking over songs. Nobody remembers how the night got this long. Half past midnight, friends laughing without plans, building little memories without understanding. Someone tells the same old story for the third time this year. Nobody stops them anyway. Everybody wants to hear. The rain begins outside, but nobody seems concerned. The balcony becomes a lookout for dreams not yet returned. A photograph gets taken, most of us won't ever save. But for a second, everybody looks exactly like they came. No one's trying to impress, no one's trying to perform. Just a room full of people keeping each other warm. Half past midnight, friends talking over songs. Nobody remembers how the night got this long. Half past midnight, friends laughing without plans, building little memories without understanding. The conversation splits apart into little separate streams. Someone talks about a breakup, someone talks about their dreams. Someone wants to move away, someone wants to stay right here. Someone says they're doing fine, and maybe that's sincere. The music keeps unfolding, the city fades behind. The room becomes its own small world outside of space and time. And maybe that's what friendship is, not fixing every scar, just sitting in the same room exactly as you are. Half past midnight, friends talking over songs. Nobody remembers how the night got this long. Half past midnight, friends laughing
eyes without understanding. The clock slips past 1:30, then 2 begins to show. People slowly start discussing whether they should finally go. Jackets reappear eventually, keys are gathered from the shelf. Goodbyes take 30 minutes, repeating all themselves. The door closes one last time. The apartment becomes still, but traces of the evening remain inside the chill. A forgotten cup, a chair slightly out of place, little sign that happiness recently passed through this space. midnight, friends. Now the room is calm, but echoes of the laughter still linger on. midnight, friends. Gone, but somehow near, living in the silence long after they disappear. Midnight, friends. Another Saturday night, turning ordinary hours into something bright.
The air is heavy on my skin, like the night forgot to move on. Streetlights melting into pavement, where all the colors blur and gone. I walk without a direction, just following the heat. Every step sounds like a memory, repeating underneath my feet. Somewhere a distant radio leaks out a broken song, and I wonder if it knows what it's been missing all along. The city feels much closer now, like it's breathing in my ear, whispering all the things I tried so hard not to hear. Humidity after midnight, sticking to my thoughts. Every drop of silence tied into a knot. Humidity after midnight, nothing feels the same, even my reflection forgot my name. A convenience store is glowing like a lonely lighthouse beam. I stand outside pretending I don't know what I mean. A stranger passes by me, we don't even look the same, but somehow in that moment we're both part of the same. I keep walking in slow motion through a street that won't let go. Every sound becomes a question that I already know. The summer night is pressing against the edges of my mind, like it wants to pull me backwards to everything I left behind. Humidity after midnight, sticking to my thoughts. Every drop of silence tied into a knot. Humidity after midnight, nothing feels the same, even my reflection forgot my name. The wind tries to arrive, but it never really wins. Just circles through the alleys, then disappears again. myself I never knew, the ones that stayed in places I never walked into. And every step I'm taking feels like both loss and find, like I'm walking through the future while the past stays behind. Humidity after midnight sticking to my thoughts, every drop of silence tied into a knot. Humidity after midnight, nothing feels the same, even my reflection forgot my name. The night keeps getting softer, but it doesn't feel less real, like the world has learned to speak in something I can feel. I stop beneath the streetlight, let it burn into my eyes, and for a second everything feels honest and alive. Then I keep on walking forward without needing to explain why some nights feel like answers and others feel like pain. Humidity after midnight still clings to my skin, like every quiet ending that I keep within. Humidity after midnight, I don't need to run, the night is still unfolding, and I am not done. There's a mug on the top shelf, white ceramic, faded blue. Nothing special to a stranger, but somehow it still feels like you. I should probably throw it out, pack it somewhere far away, but every time I reach for it, I end up putting it back in place. The apartment changed a little since the last time you were here. Different couch, different pictures, same old silence every year. The plants grew taller by the window, the records filled another crate. Life kept moving like it promised, life just didn't wanna wait. And it's funny what survives after everything is gone. Not the words, not the reasons, just the shape of certain songs. The mug you left behind still catches morning light, like it doesn't know you're not coming by tonight. The mug you left behind sits quietly on display, holding all the little things I never got to say. I don't replay the ending, not the way I used to do. The blame got tired eventually, the anger faded too. Now it's mostly small reminders appearing out of nowhere, a perfume on a passing stranger, your favorite winter air. The city outside keeps changing, new cafes replace the old. People build entire futures on streets we used to stroll. Sometimes I wonder where life took you, who you became with time, whether you still leave books unfinished, whether certain songs are still in mine. Not because I want you back, not because I'm stuck somehow, just because some people leave shadows through the curtains. The room begins to dim. The speakers playing old slow records, soft around the edges and the rim. I sit across from empty space where your laughter used to land, and realize the heart remembers more than we ever planned. Maybe moving on isn't forgetting. Maybe nobody really does. Maybe healing means accepting what a beautiful chapter was. The moon hangs over rooftops, the train line hums below, and every memory drifts past a little softer as they go. The mud you left behind still catches morning light, still carries traces of another life. The mud you left behind, a relic of a place that only lives now, inside time and space. And when the morning finds me, I'll make another cup, place it on the same old shelf, and watch the sunlight fill it up. The mug you left behind still catches morning light, and somehow that's enough tonight.
The room is wrapped in silence, except for the turning of a page. A little lamp beside me, painting gold across the space. The city's far beyond the window, only distant lights remain, like tiny ships still sailing across a quiet ocean plain. I settle into stillness, the book rests in my hands, another world unfolding without leaving where I am. The night becomes much softer with every line I read, the stories and the music giving me exactly what I need. Between the pages, I disappear for a while, leaving all the noise behind. Mile after mile between the pages, time begins to slow, like a river moving gently where only dreamers go. The words become a pathway leading somewhere new, through forgotten conversations and skies of deeper blue. Some characters feel familiar, like friends I used to know. Others leave like passing seasons, teaching things before they go. Outside the rain is falling, a quiet silver thread, tapping little rhythms against the glass instead. And somehow all these moments, the music and the rain, fit together perfectly, like memories remain. Between the pages, I disappear for a while, leaving all the noise behind. Mile after mile between the pages, time begins to slow, like a river moving gently where only dreamers go. The chapters keep unfolding, the hours drift away. Midnight passes unnoticed, without a word to say. I used to fear the silence, used to fill every space, but now I find a comfort in its steady grace. The room feels like an island, floating through the dark, every sentence lighting a little spark. And all the things I worried about earlier today seem smaller than the shadows that quietly fade away. Between the pages, I disappear for a while, leaving all the noise behind. Mile after mile between the pages, time begins to slow, like a river moving gently where only dreamers go. The final chapter's waiting, but I don't rush ahead. Some journeys are much sweeter when they're slowly read. The music keeps me company, the night stays close and near, the kind of peaceful loneliness that never feels severe. I turn another page and breathe a little deeper, finding pieces of myself the further I go. Between the pages, I disappear for a while, leaving all the noise behind. Mile after mile between the pages, time begins to slow, like a river moving gently where only dreamers go. Between the pages, the whole world seems clear, a little less complicated, a little more sincere. Between the pages, under soft lamp light, everything feels settled in the middle of the night. Two in the morning, the city's still awake. Tiny rivers of headlights flowing underneath the haze. The room is softly glowing from a lamp beside the bed, while half-finished conversations keep drifting through my head. The coffee shop downstairs closed a couple hours ago, but traces of its warmth remain in the streets below. The silence isn't empty, it's full of little sounds. The refrigerator humming, the distant underground. 2 a.m. apartment glow, holding back the dark, keeping little pieces of my wandering heart. 2 a.m. apartment glow, painting everything gold, turning simple moments into stories never told. I sit beside the window, watching clouds move slow, like they're carrying the secrets only midnight gets to know. A playlist keeps unfolding through the speakers on the shelf. Every song feels like a letter written quietly to myself. There was a time I'd chase every answer I could find, running through tomorrow before leaving today behind. Now I let the evening happen without trying to control the rhythm of the city or the rhythm of my soul. 2 a.m. apartment glow, holding back the dark, keeping little pieces The buildings stand like islands across an endless sea, each glowing window holding a different memory. Someone's probably laughing, someone's falling asleep, someone's starting over somewhere down the street. And somehow that connection makes the night feel small, like we're all just little lights trying not to fall. The hours move like shadows across the wooden floor, and every passing minute feels softer than before. 2 a.m. apartment glow, holding back the dark, keeping little pieces of my wandering heart. 2 a.m. apartment glow, painting everything gold, turning simple moments into stories never told. The moon hangs over rooftops like a lantern in the sky, watching over all the dreamers as the night goes by. The music grows quieter, the city settles down, even the restless traffic has almost left the town. I lean into the stillness and let the feeling stay, knowing morning's coming but not quite yet today. 2 a.m. apartment glow, holding back the dark, keeping little pieces of my wandering heart. 2 a.m. apartment glow, painting everything gold, turning simple moments into stories never told. 2 a.m. apartment glow, shining soft and low, teaching me there's beauty in moving slow. 2 a.m. apartment glow, before the morning starts, a little room of light inside a million hearts. The keys feel different in my hand, like they don't quite belong to me yet. This door is new, this floor is silent, and nothing here is set. The boxes are still unopened, stacked like questions in the light. I could rush to make it feel like home, but I think I'll wait tonight. The street outside is unfamiliar, but it's breathing just the same. Strangers passing under windows, none of them know my name. There's a coffee shop on the corner that I haven't been inside, but I already know I'll end up there when the morning light arrives. New street, same heartbeat, just a different sky. Same small hopes I'd carry, just a different why. New street, same heartbeat, I don't know what comes next, but something in the unknown feels strangely correct. I sit down on the wooden floor with city sounds below, trying to understand this feeling of being new and old. The echo of my suitcase wheels still lingers in my mind, like I'm somewhere in between the leave and the find. A life can change direction correct. The night outside is glowing in a language I don't speak, but somehow I understand it in the quiet that I keep. A distant train is passing like it's calling out my name, reminding me that movement is never quite the same. I open up the window, let the city come inside, and for the first time in a while, I don't try to hide. Maybe starting over isn't starting from zero at all. Maybe it's just answering a different kind of call. New street, same heartbeat, just a different sky. Same small hopes I carry, just a different why. New street, same heartbeat, the unknown feels near, and somehow I am learning to stay right here. The lights begin to soften, the night begins to grow, and every unfamiliar corner starts to feel like glow. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not afraid to try, because even in this newness, I am still I.
The skyline paints reflections across the window pane. Every light a tiny story, every street another name. Cars are moving like rivers, flowing underneath the stars. The city never really sleeps, it just changes who we are. I sit beside the glass tonight, watching strangers pass below, wondering where they're headed, wondering what they know. The room is quiet around me, but the world keeps breathing on. A million lives unfolding long after dusk is gone. City lights through the glass flicker like distant dreams. Everything feels closer than it really seems. City lights through the glass calling from below, but tonight I'm staying right here in the glow. The song begins to play softly from the speakers near the wall, the kind that doesn't ask for much, just lets the evening fall. The coffee's growing colder, the hours moving slow, but neither one is bothering me. I've got nowhere else to go. I used to chase the midnight, thinking something waited there, some hidden revelation floating somewhere in the air. Now I find the beauty in simply being still, letting silence fill the spaces that ambition never filled. City lights through the glass flicker like distant dreams. Everything feels closer than it really seems. City lights through connecting countless moments across the sleeping night. Maybe someone's laughing, maybe someone's saying goodbye, maybe someone's starting over beneath the same dark sky. And somehow that reminds me, we're all moving through the same collection of small evenings, searching for a flame. The room becomes a shelter, the city becomes art, and every glowing window looks a little like a heart. City lights through the glass flicker like distant dreams. Everything feels closer than it really seems. City lights through the glass, calling from below. But tonight I'm staying right here in the glow. The night grows even deeper, the traffic starts to fade. The buildings stand like mountains in silver and in gray. The music keeps unfolding, one gentle note at a time, turning ordinary moments into something sublime. Tomorrow waits somewhere beyond the edge of morning light, but it can wait a little longer. I'm not leaving yet tonight. City lights through the glass flicker like distant dreams. Everything feels closer than it really seems. City lights through the glass, calling from below. But tonight I'm staying right here in the glow. City lights through the glass, shining endlessly, like all the scattered pieces of who I'm meant to be.